Hello, hi, vanakkam. Welcome to Enjoy Learning Computer Science. In this session, we are going to discuss about the standard input, output and error streams of Python in text file handling. For clear understanding, kindly watch my previous videos of file handling, for which the links I have posted in the description box. Let's dive into the topic. Which is the standard input device? Yes, absolutely. It is the keyboard. Through keyboard only, we will give all the inputs to the program. Now, which is the standard output device? Exactly. It is the monitor. We'll see all the outputs only through the monitor. Now, answer this question. Which is the standard error device? That is also monitor, because all the errors we will see only in the monitor. So keyboard is the standard input device, monitor is the standard output device, also monitor is the standard error device. The standard devices, that is the standard input device keyboard, the standard output device monitor, the standard error device monitor, are implemented as files and are called as standard streams. So stdin is the standard input stream, std out is the standard output stream, and stderr is the standard error stream. Now, to use all these streams, you have to import the module sys. So sys module has to be imported to use the streams stdin, stdout and stderr. How to use this sys module? So you have to first import sys. Okay, first give the statement import sys before starting a program. Then to receive input, you have to use the module name, that is sys, dot the stream name stdin, dot the read function. You can use read function or readline function to receive input. So sys dot stdin dot read to receive the input. Similarly, to display the output, name of the module sys dot stdout, that is the stream, dot write function. And to display the error, name of the module sys dot stream name stderr dot to display print, it is write function. So these are the statements to display the output and to receive the inputs. Let me demonstrate the standard input, output and error streams using a program to check whether division is possible. Look at the first case, 58/3. Can you divide 58 by 3? Yes, you can divide. So division is possible. Look at the second case, 91/0. Can you divide a number by 0? No, you can't. So in this case, division is not possible. This scenario, let's write it as a program. So you have to receive two inputs and you have to check whether division is possible. So when the denominator is equal to 0, division is not possible. Otherwise, division is possible. So open Python IDLE, open a new file. Okay, file. First you have to do is import sys module. So import sys, because we are going to use standard input, output, error streams. Now first we have to receive the first number, enter the first number. So we will use print statement, print, enter the first number. Here we are using streams. So what stream we have to use? stdout. We are going to display this message in the screen. So stdout. So first the module name dot stream name sys dot stdout dot write, and then display the message, enter the first number. Okay, now we have to receive the input. So standard input stream sys dot stdin dot read or readline. So I am using readline here. So to receive the input. Now this readline function will receive it as a string. I want it as an integer because we need the number. So to convert string to integer, we have to use int function. So int of sys.stdin.readline and store it in a variable called a. So now we have received the first number. Similarly, let's receive the second number. that as we can assume that as the denominator. Okay, so sys.stdout.write, enter the second number and store it in a different variable. The input can be stored in B. Now B is the denominator. Now we have to check whether the second number is equal to 0. If the second number is equal to 0, we can't divide. So if B double equal to, because we are checking. So if B is equal to 0, you have to display an error message. So module name sys.stderr.write, then you have to write the error message. So when you use stderr, the message will get displayed in red color because it is an error message. Okay, so we are writing sys.standarderr.write, oops, cannot divide a number by 0. So when the denominator is 0, we are displaying an error message. So if it is not equal to 0, we are going to print you can divide. So sys.stdout, we are displaying an output. So sys.stdout.write, yay, division is possible. We are giving a message stating you can divide these two numbers. Okay, so stdout, this is to display a message. To receive the input stdin and to display the error stderr. Now let's save the program. Control S, give any name, execute using F5. So it is asking enter the first number. So first let's give 65. Enter the second number. I am giving 5. So now it is giving A, division is possible because these two numbers can be divided. Now again execute the program once more, F5. So it is asking enter the first number. Now let's give 39. Second number will give it a 0. You cannot divide. So it is displaying oops, cannot divide a number by 0. It is in red color because it is an error message. So error message will be displayed in red color. So you can see standard ERR will display the message in red color. Output will display as it is. Program to read a text file and to read the content of the text file using standard input, output and error streams. Let's assume the text file name is hello.txt, which contains the content enjoy learning computer science, stay blessed. Let's write a program to read the content of this text file and to display the content, and when the end of file is reached, you have to raise an error message stating end of file is reached. Open Python ideally, open a new file. The first job is open sys module, import sys, because we are going to use standard input, output, error streams. After that, we are going to display a message to the user stating enter the name of the text file to be opened. So we are going to receive the file name from the user itself. So sys dot name of the module dot stream stdout dot write, enter the name of the text file to be opened. So when this message is displayed, the user automatically enters the name of a text file. So that should be received as input. So which stream we have to use? Standard input stream. So sys.stdin dot then read line. You have to read the entire line. Then you have to store that in a variable. So let's store that in a variable fname. Fname is nothing but the name of the file. So now we have received the input as the name of the text file which has to be opened. Okay, now let's open the text file. So first thing is we have to open the text file to read the content of the text file. So f file object is equal to open, within parenthesis we have to specify the name of the text file. Now the name of the text file is stored in the variable fname. So specify that variable name, comma which mode we are going to open, in read mode, because we are going to only read the content of the text file. So after that, while true. So while it is true, you are going to read the content of the text file character by character. So f dot read, I am giving 1. So 1 by 1 character we are going to read. Now after that, let's store it in a variable. So ch is equal to f dot read. Now if ch is equal to empty quotes, that means the character you are reading, there is nothing to read, there is no character, then what happens? You have to raise an error message stating end of file is reached. So sys.stderr dot write, oops, end of file is reached. Okay, so when the read character is empty, there is nothing, you have to raise a message, you have to display an error message. So this error message will get displayed in red color. So once the end of file is reached, no need to execute the loop, so break it. Then else, if it is not empty, it has to be printed. So I am going to give output. So sys.stdout.write. So I am going to write that character. So where it is stored? It is stored in the variable ch. So sys.stdout.write of ch. So this loop will execute it until the end of file is reached. After that, come out of the loop and let's close the file. So f.close, right? So now the text file will be received, that content will be read. If it is empty, an error message will be displayed, otherwise everything will get printed. Now you can see, enter the name of the file to be opened. I am giving hello.txt. So it is raising an error. Why? So you can see hello.txt \n, because read line character will include \n also. So I want to remove this \n. So along with the file name we are receiving, let's use strip function. This strip function will remove the \n or white spaces. Now let's execute once more. Enter the name of the file to be opened. I am giving hello.txt. Now it is reading one by one character. It is displayed, and once the end of the file is reached, we are getting an error message. Oops. So it is displaying in the same line. I want the error message to get displayed in the next line. So let's include \n. Again execute. Again give the name of the text file hello.txt and press enter. You can see each character is read line by line and it is printed. Once end of file is reached, an error message is also raised in red color. Oops, end of file is reached. Hope you're all clear about the concepts of using standard input, output and error streams in file handling. For further updates, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Enjoy learning computer science. Stay at home, stay safe, eat healthy, stay blessed. Keep watching. Enjoy learning computer science. Thank you. Bye-bye.